Hey everybody, it's Chad with Nobody Else's Auto. We got some more super cool inventory to check out tonight. Now, if you've been hanging out with us for a while, you know a couple weeks ago I went to a great farm auction on a Monday, and I picked up a 1984 Impala, as well as part of the contents out of a building that I bought with another guy. So, a lot of cool stuff. Tonight we're going to check out this Impala. Now, one thing that's interesting, obviously these Chevys are getting really tough to find and getting really popular, so I was always glad to add another one to inventory, especially a car like this that is this complete. However, this thing is also stuffed full of stuff. That's how I bought it, and I don't even know what's in it. So we're going to take a look at some of that. Plus, I filled the trunk with more cool stuff that I found in the building that we bought the contents out of. So, a lot of stuff to check out in this video. Let's start off with this 1984 Chevy Impala. This is a basic, regular four-door sedan Impala. Nothing really exciting, manual windows, just kind of an average run-of-the-mill car. Now, what is good about it, it is totally complete, untouched, unmolested, exactly the way it was when they shut the key off. And that's pretty much what it looks like, because the keys were actually still in it. It literally looks like they pulled it up, parked it, shut the key off, and that's where it sat. So let's check this thing out. Starting right here in the front, obviously it's not hit, banged up, tore up. On the front, it's all clean, complete, original, unmolested car. We look down the side of this thing, the left rear door's bunged up a little bit, but other than that, just a basic old car with some typical paint fade issues. Still got both hubcaps on this side. We'll work our way around the back of this thing. Paint coming off of it, but that's to be expected. This car is almost 40 years old, which is kind of crazy to think about. We can look right here, last tagged in 2003. That's probably when they shut the key off, is what I'm guessing, which, you think about it, is almost 20 years ago. We come around this side of the car, kind of the same thing. Just a basic, clean old Impala. All the hubcaps still on this side. Other than a couple of stick-on side moldings that fell off, basically about as complete and as original as they come. So, let's check under the hood. And let's start digging through this thing. We can look in the windows from right here and see we've got some interesting stuff to dig through. Maybe all junk, you never know. We may find something cool. I haven't dug through it yet, so we're going to do all that together. Let's pop the hood on this thing real quick, take a peek under the hood, then we'll start inside. Under here, other than the leaves and the dirt and the trash and everything that blew in, once again, just a complete, unmolested, basic 84 Impala. Small block Chevy, steering, brakes, air. Nothing been touched, nothing been taken apart, just about as original as they come. They pulled the battery out of it, looks like when they parked it, and nothing else has been touched since then. Overflow tank still there, washer tank still there, just literally exactly as they shut the key off in this thing almost 20 years ago. Now, what's inside? I don't know, but we're going to find out. So let's start checking some of this stuff out. Now, the estate where this come from, this guy went to a lot of auctions over the years as well, so I don't know what we're going to get into. But first, let's take a peek at the dash. There again, complete, original, basic Impala dash. Even AM radio. Mirror fell off, but it's still laying right there on the dash. So, but there again, it's complete, unmolested, and intact. That's what's so great about it. But what else is in here? I don't know. Let's see. We've got a student notebook from Hartford, Kansas. This looks really old. I don't know if it's dated or not, but let's see what's inside here. Some notes. Somebody with really good handwriting. That's what it looks like, just a lot of notes. Don't see any dates on anything. But it is definitely got some age to it. Really fancy penmanship even. Too bad that's not dated. It looks really interesting. Old envelope. Look at these old newspapers. A big stack of these old newspapers. Fort Hays State College from 1952. Some of these things are starting to fall apart, but here's some local papers for me. The Great Bend Sunday Tribune from 1972. More Fort Hays stuff from 1973. And some more great local Great Bend papers here. U.S. celebrates 200th anniversary, July 4th of 1976. How about that? That's kind of interesting. So these are getting kind of tough, but maybe we can get them out of here while they're still in one piece and see what we've all got. That was kind of falling apart too. Here's some more. 1976. There's Bob Dole right there on the front. Oh, lots more papers. More 1972 Great Bend papers. These are going to be interesting to go through. I'll have to stop and take some time to flip through some of these, see if there's any interesting stuff in them. But I bet there probably is. Let's look at something real quick if we can. It's always interesting to see if there's any classified ads in these. If there are some good ones, we may have to go through some more of these papers and see what was for sale at that point in time. Well, yeah, they're kind of falling apart. Let's see if we can get one of these opened up. We may have to take these into the shop and do them later. It's not wanting to cooperate here. There's a little bit. Here we go. Here's some classified ads. The Great Bend Volkswagen dealership trades for anything. 40 to 400 horse. Well, let's see what they've got that's high horsepower here. There's a 68 GTO for $1888. 55 Chevy two-door, $388. 70 Dodge Challenger, $2688. 71 Camaro, $3288. 69 Camaro, $2188. Pretty interesting stuff. It's always cool to look back at these classified ads. Let's see, what did the AMC dealer, our local AMC dealer, select used cars? 1968 Chevelle SS. They didn't have a price on that one though. Just always cool to look back and see what was available at that time. How about a 67 Chevelle convertible, new rebuilt 327, some hail damage, best offer over 400 bucks. Sounds pretty reasonable. Like I said, we could get into that stuff forever, but these things are falling apart. I need to get them inside and see if we can get some of them opened up and do a little bit more studying on them. But what else is in this thing? Old books, old magazines, songbook. Moments in history, TV guide, America's long vigil, a permanent record of what we watched in November 22nd to November 25th of 1963. Obviously, an interesting time period in American history with Kennedy. So, more old Great Bend papers, U.S. News and World Reports from 1976. Some of these old schoolwork. The Cacti of Kansas. Sounds interesting. Kansas, full of interesting places. Have you been there? Eisenhower Memorial, Dalton Gang Hideout, Boot Hill, Council Grove, Wakanda Springs. Might have to spend a lot of time in this box. There's all kinds of cool stuff. There's a Great Bend Centennial and more old papers. So that's an interesting box. We'll have to spend some more quality time with that one in the near future. What else have we got in this thing? Another box underneath this box. Got some watches. American of Martinsville. Tag for something. Long little Allen wrench type screwdriver. How about the old Walkman? There's an old Walkman in here. What do you think of that? Old pocket knife. Like I said, we're learning as we go in here because I have not been through this thing yet. So let's go to the back seat and see what we've got. Lots of beer flat boxes. Some old owl bank, I think. Old Wise Owl. Looks like a bank, but that's obviously one of those you probably have to bust to get it out because there ain't no opening on it. Lottery tickets. I'm sure those aren't winners. I'm sure that's why they're still in here. Get 3 prizes of the like amount. Well, didn't struck out there. Oh yeah, if you were hanging out when we did the video from the auction, the bottle of hooch that was laying on top of the car, we threw it back in here. How about some straight Kentucky bourbon, ancient age? I bet it's really ancient now, because if it's been laying in this car for at least 20 years, I bet it's really ancient. Old water jug. Welcome, friends. Some old nail punch type artwork. Looks like about the extent of it for this side. Let's check out the other side, then we're going to get in the trunk. There's the other Impala emblem that was missing off the C-pillar. Looks like this was one of those little console things. This was probably laying down, sitting down there on the hump, that I bet somebody probably put it up here during the auction. All the old registration and everything in there. Nothing too interesting, it looks like. There's an owner's manual for a 67 Chevy truck. Somehow or another ended up in here. Cigars. And what's in the glove box? Let's see. Some more paperwork, notepads. Lord Calvert Country Classics, featuring Larry Gatlin and others. Cassette inside, still taped in there. Old cassette tape from Lord Calvert, still stuck in there. I'll have to open that up and see what's on there. The original owner's manual, 1984 Chevrolet owner's manual. Another handful of stogies. That looks like about it. Little trouble light, little cigarette plug-in trouble light, kind of interesting piece. But little box, little stubby number 2, those are always handy. No treasures in there either. Interesting, but no treasures. Let's check this side real quick. And we got all kinds of stuff in here. Let's see. Old stencils. Whole set of old stencils. Some old poster. I don't know what that's from. Big box of glasses and dishes and more stencil. Little doll. I don't know what the little doll's doing in there, but well, that pretty much looks like the extent of what we're going to find in the car. So a little thin in there, no treasures. Now, I know the trunk's got better stuff in it, so when I started cleaning out the building that I bought at this auction, I know I got some cool stuff in there. So let's put this stuff away so we can get back in the trunk. Let's see what I found in the building. The trunk of the car was actually half full when I started, so. But as I started working in the building, all these cans and stuff, I got them out of the building, I just put them in here. The car was sitting on the trailer, I backed up to the building and started tossing stuff in. So, found a lot of cool cans, a few cool hubcaps, and a lot of other miscellaneous stuff in that building. So, a lot of these cans, we're going to be getting them cleaned up. Stay tuned if you haven't been jumping on those on Sunday night. Some of these cans we're going to give away on trivia, some of them we're going to raffle, or some of them we're going to auction off, some of them we're going to raffle off. So, if you like cans and memorabilia, we got a lot of cool stuff in here. Old license plates. We're going to take a quick look at some of these cans. So you got an example of what's coming. Some old Kansas license plates. But there's a Quaker State grease can. Phillips grease can. Delco grease can. Skelly grease can. Another Skelly. International Parts brake fluid, Zerex antifreeze, another Zerex, K-Site cooler, another grease can, water pump grease, just kind of a basic generic type can, Rough Mobile, there's a plastic derby outboard. So just a little bit of everything, all kinds of neat stuff that we found there. Macmillan ring-free home oil, an old Texaco water pump can, grease can. That one's pretty crusty, but actually the colors don't look bad if we can get all the dirt and grease off of it. Plus some 5-gallon cans as well, Alice Chalmers Standard Oil. So, a lot of cool stuff. Even a set of heads for an old flathead Ford were laying in there, so we threw them in the trunk. Oh, and some John Deere valves. Don't really need these, but they're really cool. They're in the John Deere box, and they're really cool, huge valves. So I thought that was neat just because they're really big. So anyway, there's the shakedown on the 84 Impala we picked up at the farm auction here a couple of weeks ago. Like I said, we gave you a quick intro on it. We gave you some footage from the auction, how it went, things like that. Car Auction Real Estate put on a great sale. It was a Monday, and they had a heck of a crowd. Good auction. Was glad to get something bought. Sometimes it gets a little tough when you got that big of a crowd there, but we got the 84 Impala bought, we brought it home, cleaned out the building that I bought with another guy that him and I worked together on some of this stuff, so that worked out real well, made for a successful day. So anyway, unfortunately we didn't find any gold in the car, but it was still interesting to go through it and see, because you never know when you drag some of this stuff in what may or may not be in them. So anyway, got any questions about this Impala or any of the other 1,500 cars and trucks we've got sitting here on the ground, just give me a call, 620-786-4428. That number's on the page in the text as well. So we can have a conversation about your project, year, make, model, body style, what you need specifically, things like that, or what you might be looking for a project. So anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. We got tons of cool stuff coming in. I've been buying an insane amount of cars here lately. We've got a ton of cool videos coming up. Be sure to jump on with us Sunday night live chat, 7 o'clock Central Standard Time for live Sunday night chat, 7 o'clock Tuesday evening for Toy Tuesday. Be sure to click that subscribe button and be sure to click that notification button. You don't want to miss those lives when we jump on. So that's what we've got, 84 Impala, more cool stuff coming. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you soon on the next video.